2023, an Iowa police officer attempted to stop a suspected criminal, but he tried to get away not only with his crime, but with the cop in his car.
Stop the car! Stop the car! Stop the car! Stop the car! Stop it! Stop the car! Stop the car! Get off the... Put on the brakes! Put on the brakes! Put on the brakes! Stop the car! Stop the car, man! Stop the...
After driving speedily for some moments, the cop was thrown off the suspect's vehicle. That could bag the suspect jail term for attempted murder. You know what else could pass for an attempted murder? The next case in this video. A Florida police officer was stunned when a man he tried to arrest stabbed him in the neck. This suspect had fled from the police after he was told that he was going to be taken to a mental facility. With his actions, he probably would be alternating his holidays from jail.
The thing of it is, you're still not in trouble, but obviously I can't trust you not to run anywhere. All right, so come on. I'm gonna put you in handcuffs for now, okay? Hey! You shot me, he's got a knife! Hey, stop! Stop it! Stop right now! I got him at gunpoint! Stop right now! Stop! Nick! Stop! Stop right now! Put it down! Drop the knife! Go to the side! Put your hands behind your back! Put it behind your back right now!
Yeah, you okay?
I don't know.
What happened?
The reach around and stabbed me.
The suspect got cuffed and definitely would be spending time in jail. But that's not the end, as the cop in the next case didn't know that performing routines could become something totally different. In an incident in Willoughby, Ohio, involving a 64-year-old suspect, David Kubek, who became physically aggressive with Officer Stacy Wright during a traffic stop for speeding. Despite commands from the officer, David refused to comply and engaged in a physical struggle with her. Fortunately for Officer Stacy, 4 Good Samaritans intervened and helped subdue David, preventing further harm to Officer Wright.
A12 radio traffic stop. A12. Lost Nation in the airport with Tom, Henry, Ocean, Robert, Edward, 1.
Hello. Monster, I will be placed on it. This is why I'm stopping you to speed. 57 and 35. You're going 57 and a 35, sir. You have a driver's license and insurance. Why are you getting out of the car, sir?
My driver's license.
12 radio to be able to step out of the vehicle.
Step over here now. Have a seat on the ground. Have a seat.
I'm not sick. I'm not sick!
Back off! Back up!
I'm not sick!
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not...
I will tase you, sir. Touch the vehicle. Put your hands on the vehicle now!
At this point, the cop and David are seen wrestling it out, just in time for the Samaritans to step in before the backup unit shows up.
Radio, send me unit. Roll over on your stomach now.
Knock it off, man. Knock it off now. Get your arm behind you.
Put your arm behind your back. Okay, get your cuffs. Get your cuffs.
Shut up.
You don't do that to a woman. Do you understand me? Fuck or not, you don't do that to a woman.
Right, get up.
Sit down. Don't do that to a woman. Hey, you raised you.
All right.
You're good up here. Okay.
Nails the thing that just died. Slide.
Roll to your side. Stand up. Walk back to my car.
Officer Stacy sustained minor injuries and was treated at a local hospital, while David later explained to authorities that he was having a bad day and denied intending to harm the officer. How interesting. Want to see something more interesting? Like this video and click on subscribe to get lots of cases like these. On a Wednesday, September 2023, an arrest was conducted by officers of the Birmingham Police Department in response to a disorderly person report at Underwood Park. Upon arrival, 4 police officers responded to separate locations connected to the 911 call. The suspect, 28-year-old Theodore Williams of Irondale, Alabama, was observed matching the description provided by 2 of the officers while walking in the 2500 block of 10th Avenue South and fleeing on foot when approached by officers.
What's going on, man? Huh? Come on, what's up? What's up? What's up? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Better turn around. Put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your back right now. Put your hands on your back. You say everything. Hands on your back. Hands behind your back. Put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your back.
Williams knocked off the body cam from the cop while trying to fight back in an attempt to resist arrest. Another police vehicle arrived at the scene before another cop noticed the body cam on the floor.
There you go. Oh, this is broken. All right, man, we're gonna get you up nice and easy, okay? Hold on. Let him lay there for a minute.
Radio 304, 305, or 306. You have a 302? 302, 2322, the supervisor, 2200 block on Magnolia Avenue. That's 1314. Seventeen 26. 1726. 1726. 10-4. Taking the machine back up to the hospital.
Did you call him? I did. Oh, you did? You locked him? Yeah.
Don't go outside. 1726.
Spit on us. Yeah, he spit on me too. That's a little big right hook at me. He took this on me and the was ready for it. Then we was about to take this. You know what I'm saying? I got a place for it. You don't have any concrete bricks in the cell. Punch right through him, bud. Get some right here.
325.
Nigga. Spell it. Nigga. Spell either one of them. It's you, nigga. It's your name right there. What you so mad about? What's going on?
Every cop present would have been surprised by the outburst from someone who visibly was in no place to be aggressive after what he just did. They found some papers in his pocket as they did a search while waiting for instructions over the radio.
Which one your car? I gonna put him back there and get riders tomorrow. I'll ride you. Yeah. Alright. We got Mr. No, it's gonna be Billy. He landed in front of him? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's get up, man. Yeah. Why is he hitting you so much? Because I tried to fight him in the street. Oh, you tried to swing on you too?
The cops transported Williams to a local area hospital for medical evaluation in accordance with the Birmingham Police Department's use of force policy before being taken to the Birmingham City Jail. Arrest warrants for assault with bodily fluids, physical harassment, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest were issued to William. Next is the case of a suspect trying to get away with 2 crimes. On October 24th, Nicholas Scarborough, aged 30, was arrested not just for killing his grandmother, Dorothy Newton, and attacking his wheelchair-bound father, Daniel Scarborough, but also for assaulting an officer. In the incident reported by the Wagner County Sheriff's Office via Facebook, Nicholas's father sustained approximately 20 stab wounds and was in a critical condition at the hospital. He had also stabbed his grandmother after she called 911. However, police caught him later, and body cam footage shows Scarborough initially surrendering, but then he surprised them by charging at the officers. You'll never guess what the cops do next. Tough times require tough measures.
Hey,
let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Turn around. Turn around.
Now! Down on your knees now! Down on your knees now!
Now.
Down on your knees now!
You got it. Baker 2 when we're fighting.
Yeah, we're good.
Wait, man, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, bro. We're gonna help you. Wait. It ain't worth it, bro. We're here to help you. All right. Give me on.
What's fine? 1033.
Fuck, bro. Hey, just calm down.
Stop!
Stop.
I'll get you it out.
Watch out. Stop! Or you will get it again. You understand me?
Nicholas was charged with numerous crimes, including first-degree murder, attempted murder, assault and battery on a police officer, and resisting arrest. A whole lot of sins for one man. Well, this is funnier. This body cam footage, released by the Columbus Division of Police, depicts a sergeant who was struck by a stolen vehicle on the north side of Columbus. The incident involved a Toyota Corolla, reportedly driven by 32-year-old Holly Graham, which was identified as stolen from Lancaster. The police pursued the stolen vehicle, but were unable to stop it. The vehicle was later seen at a gas station and then at a shopping center, driving recklessly. An officer approached the vehicle as it reversed, commanding the driver to stop, but the driver accelerated, hitting him. The officer fired shots at the driver, who fled the scene, eventually escaping onto East Dublin Granville Road. Despite efforts to stop her, the driver managed to evade capture, but not for long.
Stop the car! Stop the car!
Turn around and get your car. Go back. Fire now. Ran over. 10-3. 10-3. Ran over by the car. Shot has been fired. I copy 10-3. Officer ran over. Shots fired. Advise Worthington. Advise 10-4. We're going to need some intersection shut down. I copy.
Does 18 on your medic, please?
Meanwhile, the cop wasn't the only one hit that day. Holly reportedly collided head-on with two other vehicles in the vicinity of Interstate 71 while attempting to escape. She was apprehended by officers and provided medical aid before being transported to Riverside Methodist Hospital in serious condition. The occupants of the two vehicles she struck received treatment for minor injuries at the scene. Cops always try their best to stay abreast of each situation with criminals, but what happens when they suddenly get attacked out of the blue? They're humans too. In 2018, Chicago police shot a suspect named Kenneth Markle during a night patrol. Turns out he was wanted for the murder of Theodore Garver in Pennsylvania. The situation leading to his arrest was unexpected because he was found napping in his SUV on a deserted road early in the morning. It seemed routine, but then Officer Brianna Tedesco, noticing the missing license plate, informed dispatch and activated her body camera. When she asked for his ID, he gave a fake one, James Duncan, instead. She was in for a nasty surprise.
Hi. Good, how are you? What are you doing parked back here? Okay, where are you coming from? How long have you been here? Not a big deal. I just have to make sure, you don't have any warrants or anything, which I'm sure you don't. Once I confirm that, you'll be on your way. No big deal. Dunkin?
The officer, following protocol, decides to check if the man has any warrants. Just a routine thing. The officer reassures him that it was nothing major and was just making sure everything was okay. But then, the suspect, Duncan, did not exist. The officer checked and there was no James Duncan from Pennsylvania. Alarm bells ring. Things start getting tense.
All right. So you said your name was James, right? So how come they can't find you out of Pennsylvania? They're not finding a driver's license record for James Duncan. Do you have anything in the vehicle with your name on it? King Henry Lincoln 4596.
She couldn't find his details, so she asked for more info, but he seemed nervous when he replied. Then, things got worse. He pretended to get documents from his SUV, but he pulled out a gun instead, surprising the officer and making her beg for her life.
No! No!
If you stop,
I'll leave.
okay,
I'll leave. No!
let go.
No!
Let go.
Please, no! Don't touch it! Don't touch it! No! 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 Please don't do it! Please! Please! Please don't do it! No! Please! No! No! Please! No! Don't touch it! Don't touch it! No! 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 Please don't do it! Please!
Reports say Martel grabbed her and tried to pull her towards the car. Then she saw him reaching for another gun. Shots were fired as a backup cop showed up just in time to see the struggle. He managed to take control, firing one shot. That single shot was enough to stop him. He didn't make it. So much for surprises. Moving on to the next case in this video. The Los Angeles Police Department released surveillance and body camera footage depicting the unprovoked attack on an officer, during which the assailant attempted to use the officer's gun against him. The incident occurred on September 26th, when 29-year-old Jose Serpa Guzman walked into LAPD's Harbor Community Police Station and confronted desk officer Anthony Freeman, after which they engaged in a heated exchange. Shortly after leaving, Guzman returned and surprisingly physically assaulted Freeman, knocking him to the ground.
You got my gun! You got my gun!
In the struggle that followed, Guzman seized the officer's service weapon from its holster and attempted to shoot Freeman at close range. However, the gun failed to fire due to its safety mechanism being activated. Guzman proceeded to pistol whip the officer before fleeing the scene. As Watch Commander Robin Aguirre pursued Guzman, he removed the safety and fired shots at her, prompting her to take cover. At this point, other officers exit the station to get help. The screeching sound of a car could be heard. Guzman was trying to escape, but not too soon. Meanwhile, the cop brings back the attention of his colleagues just in time before he loses consciousness. In the struggle, Guzman grabbed the officer's gun, but it didn't shoot because he didn't realize that the safety was on. Then he hit the officer with the gun and ran away. Commander Aguirre chased him, and he shot at her after removing the safety. Other officers came out of the station to help. Guzman tried to escape in a car, but the cops were just in time to help their colleague before he passed out.
Corey! Corey, I'm starting to black out.
Guzman ultimately escaped, but was later apprehended by officers a few blocks away from the station. Officer Freeman sustained non-life-threatening injuries to the head and was treated at a hospital before being discharged. He faced multiple charges, including attempted murder of a police officer, assault with a deadly weapon, robbery, fleeing, and resisting an officer. Nobody has any idea of what must have been the motive behind Guzman's attack, but it's possible that he may have had some mental health concerns. On to the last case in this video. On the streets of London in 2020, a cop was wrestled to the ground by a group of men that included a teenager of about 13 years old. For an unknown reason, they pounced and punched the cop until another young man with a baseball bat intervened. The young man, identified as Cameron, was the only person to come to the cop's rescue before another cop showed up, despite the presence of so many spectators posing for a picture and video. Cameron, who was watching the scene from the top of his apartment, decided to help out since other spectators were not ready to help.
Get me the Get me the Get me the room. Get me the
You're sick in the brain. You're going to get into trouble for videoing this. Will you copy so bad?
Sad that both officers were injured and needed treatment. But justice always does wonders because the suspects were charged with assaulting a police officer. These cases were a surprise for a surprise. Best believe criminals probably will finally understand that they can't always outsmart cops. So if you enjoyed watching these cases, I'd like to know what you think about these suspects pulling major stunts on cops. I'll read them in the comments.